Hey everyone, so real quick, I just wanted to go over the new recollection or recollection that recollection. I didn't add an A there. I wanted to go over the new recollection battle, which is with Elsa, and with these new battles in particular, we actually get new data mine or data in the actual game, therefore more leaks and stuff like that with the updates. So just wanted to cover this a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but we are getting a new event that has something to do with stamina. So like, probably this is related to another birthday event because I think there's a lot of birthdays in September. I think there's one more if I'm not mistaken besides Roz. By the way, I never made a video on it, but the Roz birthday celebration was like 10 of his shards and that was it for login, and it was like absolutely ridiculous, so stupid. So yeah, it looks like we're getting a similar event to the one with Priscilla. So this is going to be like probably our main item, which is a little walnut. And then we have green tickets. Green tickets have already been in the files, but they re-added it again. So it could be a mistake of the person leaking, or we're actually getting more tickets. Hopefully, I think Annie so far has been kind of mid. So I hope that they add tickets with Lida as she comes, and I feel like that carry Annie a little bit higher in the tier list of celebrations that we've had so far. But I think the beach event is probably by far our best one. And then we also have a campaign for arena, and I think that's about it. I don't want to show too much, but yeah, it's nothing too crazy. And yeah, so let's just get into the fight. Elsa, she's a little harder, well, at least in terms of team power you need. Although I think that just is because you can actually run a full team. The full team being restricted to a lot of the units I said was going to be on the team, except for Rhine, which is a huge blow to basically everyone. Reinhardt not being available on any of the teams, it's unfortunate. Again, if you have Swimsuit Leah and this Subaru, you're probably going to be sweeping through the entire rest of these. Demon Rem. Yeah, so I think Demon Ram's gonna be Subaru and Ram. So if you have the Subaru, you're probably gonna own it. Ram, I guess if you have a new Ram, that could potentially be a good. I don't know what color Demon Ram is gonna be, but so far they've been like pretty basic colors. Like Elsa's her original color. I don't know about these guys though, because I don't really use their units, so I don't know if they're the right color. But they've all been one consistent color. So I think I expect Demon Rem to be blue, so yeah. Then going into the units here, not the best team. I have most of these units gold because most of them are free to play. These three, actually, I have Puck too. Puck is actually getting a buff soon, along with this Subaru. So if you don't have the units or like the power to be doing these, you can actually just wait until they get their buffs. We don't know anything about that yet. They just announced it during the live stream, so we'll have to wait and see. But apparently they're getting like a new way to like a new building path in their like character tree or something like that. So just more stats. It's not going to be anything too crazy like stat changes in their kit, or or I mean, as far as we know. So yeah. This is my team. I used Puck as a leader for 40% Amelia Camp HP. Doesn't really help Rom, but I didn't bother building him. He's pretty useless. Elsa does get healed on kill, but if she kills Rom like the first turn, it doesn't really matter. Then we have the Felt, which doesn't get the health, but is fine because she can really sustain on her own, especially since she's free to play and you can just build her properly. I hammered her like when I first started the game because she was like my first free-to-play unit. I think I like came in on while her event was going, so that's why I have her built from before. Subaru as well. Subaru's been great in a lot of content, so I've had him built before. Puck I actually had built before, but I had to readjust his hammers a little bit. He was attack speed. Then I switched on over to attack HP. Then Amelia as well. I built her for stage 75, I think. Or it might have been for the previous recollection battle. I can't remember exactly when I hammered her, but she's going to be running full HP. I think I showed her in the last recollection battle, so I'm not going to go too deep on her. But yeah, she's there to heal, and then this allows her to heal on getting hit. Felt is really good for the defense. Now, this Felt is far like for sure the superior one, but on completion of the mission, you actually don't get 100 gems for beating this stage. You have to use felt, and when I say felt, I mean the green felt, which is very unfortunate because I tried using her and she's just absolutely terrible. I don't have her built the best. I do think she's hammered. I can actually just check. I think I put agility HP on her because she doesn't need to be too fast for this battle, so I didn't want to go overboard with the agility. So I put some HP, pretty solid rolls overall. I know she's not level, level capped. She's not an awaken either because I'm actually really low in resources. I've been doing a lot of stuff for other units and stuff like that. So I didn't really have the resources for her, so unfortunately I wasn't able to beat it with that felt. But you do need her to complete in order to actually get the 100 gems from the mission upon clear. Otherwise, you're only going to be getting the title and the 1.2 million gold. It's unfortunate. I wish that wasn't the case. I guess that might have been the case for the previous battle as well, and I didn't even notice it. I'll have to go check after this video, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Then yeah, obviously ROM, I don't care. Then this Subaru is the best one besides the 20 years later one. There's only 3 in the games. It's not like you have much variety. And yeah, so the strategy here is basically just don't die at whatever cost. This one doesn't take nearly as long as the previous battle, which is a good thing, but it does take too long for a video, I think, in my opinion. I don't want to subject you guys to like an entire like 10 to 15 minutes of me just clicking on this. So you do whittle her away little by little. I've seen people clear with hooded Amelia. I had no idea how good she is. I tried testing her and it just did not work out at all. So yeah, it is what it is. And then as well as her, killing and then getting those buffs and then healing herself, she does res on kill. So once you kill her, eventually she'll res with these 2 buffs as well as defense and agility, I think. And they'll be there for like 55 turns or something like that. So you're not finishing the battle before she loses those buffs. So you just kind of have to put up with it. You have to get really lucky in your RNG. You have to stay on top of your healing. Keep your defense up. She does trigger this. I forgot the actual name of it, but it's essentially buff seal. So you're not able to get buffs on this character. So you want to pay attention to who has that and who doesn't. I usually like to keep it off of Puck as much as possible, but it's hard because she's putting debuffs everywhere and she's hitting other units and I have to heal them rather than Puck. So sometimes you don't have that luxury. Attack down is really strong here. So this Amelia with her basic is able to attack down, which is really solid. Then we have Subaru with his ult giving defense down, agility down, and attack down. So that's really good. I don't think you can proc taunt on this character. So his basics pretty useless, or freeze and rather. So if you're using hooded Amelia, don't expect to be proccing any freeze, I believe. Let's see. I guess like here I would, give invincibility to Felt. Yeah, she's gonna take it off and then she's gonna do so much damage. She's really targeting my Felt here, but really it's not too bad unless she gets some insane RNG. And basically what that last phase does when she revives is just make her RNG just so much better, because like technically she's like capable of doing all that stuff beforehand, but now with the the permanent buffs, she's just gonna be rolling your team. So she is gonna get like the first turn, at least against my team she gets the first turn, so I have to get lucky and kind of roll into that death phase or that second phase with defense already on all of my characters, then trying to apply this attack down as soon as I can when she does revive. So that's kind of my main strategy. Unfortunately, with the attack down and defense on my characters, they tank pretty well. I don't have to worry too much about her DPS. It's just when she really gets the ball rolling, like if she gets a couple lucky crits, if she keeps going over and over and over and over for the same character, that is really potentially bad news. This, unlike the previous battle where they just target one unit only, and you can kind of manipulate it to your favor, she will just target at random, and sometimes she'll really stick to a unit, and that's when things get scary. So you have to really watch out for stuff like that. And that's basically like the worst, possible thing that can happen in a run. Other than that, it's kind of just RNG. This isn't too bad, but like I really could have done it. Oh my god, my throat. I really could have done without the second phase. I feel like they're just tacking stuff on for difficulty's sake, when really not everything in the game needs to be so difficult. Not only are we regulated to the units that were used in the actual battle, in the actual story of it when it first came out. We have to have them insanely built up, and if you have one of the newer characters, then you just have an easy sailing. But the rest of us, it just kind of sucks. Which I know is like all of Gacha content, but like it doesn't have to be like everything that they put out. We can have some delegated to some stuff like with the whole point of it being hard. But like I feel like Sega is lately just making everything end game content, and it's just like I try to think like how if I was a new player, how would I approach these, and it's just kind of really annoying. Again, these are permanent, so it's not really that big of a thing, but it's just kind of weird that they just would keep making stuff like this, and it's like we already have a lot of things like this already in the game, and if we don't, then you can kind of touch upon these battles. These are good battle ideas for Labyrinth if you wanted to recreate stories. We're getting a new Labyrinth character soon, I think was announced in the live stream. So there we can have recollection battles over there instead of just putting it as a general dungeon. Like I think that's just way better. It's just kind of weird. So I'm just gonna end the video off here. Good luck in your second phases. I wish I could just like do like clears in videos, but like, it just takes way too long and I feel like I'm drawing out the video for no reason. It feels weird. But if you guys want to start seeing clears, I can go ahead and actually start posting clear videos. It's gonna be really boring and nothing of any substance whatsoever. But if you guys do want raw clears, I can try and record it. It's gonna be hard because it's gonna take a lot of RNG again, and then the videos are all like gonna be like 10 to 15 minutes each, so I'm gonna have to sit there and then maybe die in like minute 14. Now I have to redo it the entire time, so I also need a lot of time on my hands as well. So yeah, another unfortunate RNG fest, but it is what it is. It's not really, I guess, not meant for new players, which kind of sucks because I feel like Anniversary is when you see the most new players coming to the game. So having all this content is just really it's not cool. Anniversary kind of sucks so far, and I just hope they do better in part 2, assuming it's a part 2. I hear people say they think part 2 is RAM and then part 3 is light up, but I mean you can just distinguish it however you want. Either way, we're getting more, and I want that more to be good. So that's gonna do it for the video. Good luck everyone. It's a pain in the ass, but again, these stages don't literally barely give anything as rewards, so it's like nothing to stress about whatsoever. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later.